Alright, so apparently I've been informed that my stream has crashed. I have now started the stream back up again, Luna. I'll just save you, Luna. Alright, well, either way, I stopped the stream and I restarted it under the same name, so you guys should all be able to come back to it just fine. Alright, well, that was weird. Stream crashing in the middle of crash. That's interesting, but I'm gonna continue with the story.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Not at all. You are the exact two right people I've been trying to find. So, Adelaide and Paimon, how have you been? To answer that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us?
Yes. Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. Fun! Go to HQ. I'm a rebel and I'm not gonna walk up the stairs. HQ.
Ah,
Yula.
Kaya, you found them.
Yep, I managed to track them
Good.
down.
With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Whoa, headquarters are packed! What's going on?
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
Oh, you're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
Jean! A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine!
Yep.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help? Right! He's the captain of the investigation! investigation team, but we didn't see him out there. Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Jean, it's time. So we get to go to a new part of the building within Mondstadt. Familiar faces.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
So he'll be a new playable character.
Ready to proceed. Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the Church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Murder?
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Rosaria's behind us, I can tell from the
I
feet.
was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body. Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night? Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
Not yet.
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence? It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie. The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
We now have accounts from 2 separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence? Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried. These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark. You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
It's not the first time that Albedo's been replicated, in case anyone knows that from an older event.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep. I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court. I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation, and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
No offense, it sounds like Rheindarter. Rheindarter's Albedo's mom.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims, and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
No, Bruce.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here? Who is he?
Venti. Oh. Hi, Andrew. Yes, Bruce is trying to sneakily steal my breadsticks. Begin reviewing. I don't want all of you stealing my food. Go away. Alright, Shadows and Mist Snowstorms. This is old content. You and Paimon went to Dragonspine to ask Albedo, who was conducting research there, some questions about alchemy, only to encounter a series of strange events. Strange, soft noises echoing through the mountains that could not be traced. The ransacking and theft of alchemic notes at the campsite. Albedo disappearing after a chat outside the cave but having no memory of the incident. And at the same time, Eula encounters Albedo elsewhere on the mountain, attempting to lead a child away. And he attacked Eula. Upon being discovered, you were able to confirm the presence of the mysterious figure impersonating Albedo. A running battle ensured ambushing and being ambushed, hunting and being hunted. In the end, Albedo eliminated the giant mutant Whopperflower, posing as him. Yet there were more than 2 people wearing that face on that mountain. Yep, that's where we got the sword that's in there. Hands of all of the important people. So Albedo is made from a chemical reaction of alchemy. His creator, Rhine-Daughter, who is one of the 6 sinners, hate the fact I can't. Okay, we're gonna be her to do this. What? I'm not doing that then. I will fix it later. So, essentially what happened is Albedo was created by Rhine-Daughter as the human alchemic experiment, artificial life. He is imperfect. He has a scar in the shape of the Primo Gem diamond on his neck in gold, showing that he's imperfect. From there, they did a winter event where his doppelganger from the remnants of his previous siblings. Rhine-Daughter tried to make more than one kid and it didn't work. She made Durin, who was corrupt and pretty much challenged Dvalin. Dvalin beat Durin. Durin's beating heart is in Dragonspine, and that's what the red crystals are, his blood. Durin is rumored to be resurrected based off the story and events of last year's summer project. Alright, Venti, where are you? Because we know Alice is coming. Venti! Oh yes, everyone's having voice actor problems.
Venti, did you send us that message?
Of course.
No, I did.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animal Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
Nope.
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animal Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Not gonna lie, I do miss the voice actors.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
The first Windbloom Festival, which I did not participate in, Cedar Lake had a toxic rock in it that if you drank the water, you were hallucinating. It was a funny event from what I heard.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
Yeah, it was weird.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh yeah, Paimon has all these wonderful nicknames for people as she comes across them. Ah, so that's how we have to contact the Hexen Circle. They know about feet.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
He's tone deaf bard. He doesn't know how to ask Paimon.
Humpty Dumpty!
It's not a bomb. Even though the first time we were introduced to this, we thought it was a bomb.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
I would say it was a gift. I know it's from Alice. It's one of Alice's little inventions. Humpty Dumpty belongs to Klee, which is from Alice. And the Knights of Ravonius. Great, it's raining. That's fine. Cool the house down faster. Oh yeah, for anyone who does not know, my AC doesn't work. My AC has not been working for almost a month. So, fun. I do have to go through this.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
Yay! Detective Paimon comes back.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
And they are true, and it sucks, and he's gonna have to be persecuted. Let's hope our dear friend is not in that position. Albedo's office. Did we ever go to Albedo's office? I don't think so. You've been in the library. We've never been in Albedo. We've never been upstairs! Oh, we got to go upstairs now. Not to be weird, but can we go upstairs again? Nope. Can we go over here? Nope. We've never been upstairs before. Sorry. Just having nostalgia. Great.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just... Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it. Right back at ya. Alright, let's see what we can find. Wow, these books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them. Human transmutation? Is Albedo seriously looking into that? Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to think about that. Nope, no idea what that means. Not
He's
sure
the
if
chalk
it's too
prince.
hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work.
Just for clarification, Albedo is known as the Chalk Prince. Um.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
More information? Hidden compartment? Are you guilty? I wouldn't be surprised if he's trying to revive Doran.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
Project Stuja? I'm kidding. That was mentioned last time. Human Life Project. Human Life Project is what Albedo is the result of.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location?
Yes, Paimon.
Alright, that seems to be it for this place.
That's what that means, Paimon.
We should go tell Jean what we found. Oh, Vect is calling! Let's answer! Oh, we found stuff, alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
Yep. Yep, that's true.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it. in and tell her what we learned. Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked location.
Teleport. Oh, that's nice. It marked it for us. We gotta climb a mountain. To prove proof of concept, because everyone talks about it. Dia! Miss Dia.
I got your boss.
Good night, Cal. Hopefully you'll be able to watch more of my stream tomorrow when it's not streaming. No. Still gonna play live.
We should be getting close. Oh, look over there! Something seems off. Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies. But this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole? Or smooth out the ground like the other places?
Because that would be too easy, Paimon. Like I said, Gia didn't die.
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case. What's wrong? Yeah, not when the charges are so serious. Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Miles is nosy. Alright, well, we have to wait for time. I remember when I was flying. We have new people in the party. She's not electric. Yes, I lied. You are frosty. You know what he needs. He doesn't need radar, he needs EM. I had his weapon. What weapon was he using in that? Using that one. Didn't I say one? Moving the microphone out of the way because it's in a terrible position. Wait time.
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Yes, we sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court. Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature? Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act. In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master Diluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too. I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Diluc. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluc in the first place. If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long. Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
Wait, does she mean...
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense? Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you? So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses? That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Bruce, don't touch it.
Then, there must also have been a body.
guessing game.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location, and the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect, unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
What?
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands. You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
to be continued for another stream. Thank you all for staying tonight, and we will continue this on another day.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
What? Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you, too. I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Homunculus?
Human life.
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of... homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you? That means nothing! By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the albedo in this room of being an imposter! How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real albedo long ago! Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
Oh yeah, lava fires.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented, confused. You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here. Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm. Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way!
Whoa!
Come on, let's go!
Hey! They're shielding the imposter!
There are others trying to get in! Must be more people under her control!
Whoa! She just